Good morning. Our topic for today is entitled Battle of the Mind. So, how can we gain victory over the thoughts of sin? Sometimes we forget we are what we think, and the truth is, it is true for you and for me. So, a thought and you reap an act. So, an act and you reap a habit. So, a habit and you reap a character. So, a character and you reap a destiny for yourself. The thoughts of sin is a step from the act of sin. It may be possible to play the sinful thoughts with no apparent harm, but eventually the devil is always there watching, and they will turn that into temptations. So the decisive battles for human souls are fought in the thought of, of life. It is there that we win or we lose our battles. We're shocked and saddened sometimes when we hear or see the spiritual stalwarts falls into sin, and it is in such cases invariably that the mind has played an important role in that sinful act, never intending them to become actions, but to apparent sudden such falls are not really so. For as he thinks in his heart, it is so it is a he. In Proverbs 23:7. So kung ano yung nasa isip mo, actually, that will be turned into actions. Not unless you are going to have it stop and pray to God that it will not be lead into sinful acts. So it is sometimes fine line, the delicate matter to determine just when sins began. So Satan will take the blessings from us, and by cunningly perversion, this will turn into uh, trials or into temptations, and the devil will corrupt the whole some friendship by idle imaginings and daydreamings. So, sabi nga the empty minds or the idle minds were Satan's workshop. So if we have, it's best, it's better if we have some things to be based upon on, not just have an idle mind or doing nothing, because sometimes it will lead to something that is not acceptable. You can do things that are not good in the sight of God. So God must work a miracle in our lives to give us victory. So it is only God that can make us uh, gain victory over whatever circumstance we are in. So He does not really interfere in our choice, so that the choice is always our willpower. If we have to choose to do the things that are related to God, or if we choose to do the opposite, it is our own choice. And God has no power to take the choice from us. But, and we cannot change our hearts, we cannot change our emotions, we cannot change ourselves pure to be in the service of God, but we can choose to serve God and give Him our will, and His will be in us. So this is a different thing. So when He will work in us to will and to do according to His good pleasure, it is because we have surrendered ourselves. We have surrendered our will to God, and we have surrendered everything to Him, that He makes a miracle in our lives. He will work in us and will do so according to His will. So thus our whole nature will be brought under the control of God. The Ministry of Healing, page 176. So willpower, the battle of the minds is always there in our everyday life. We can decide which way we're going to follow. Is it for God's sake or for the enemy's sake? So we gain victory over sins through over the sins of thoughts through the surrender of ourselves to Jesus Christ. So I hope this is a challenge to each and every one of us, and that in our daily lives we always have to have Jesus on our side, that we can not fail, or so we can succeed and we can be victorious over the thoughts of sin or the sinful thoughts. And to close, I want to read a passage from Philippians 2:5. It says here, let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus. Thank you for listening, and may God bless us this morning.